You know, I get so many people who have this nuke Iran mentality. Kind of blows my mind. I did this song for the Syrian and Bahraini people. And I have these Muslims. They come on the channel and say, you don't understand. We shouldn't do anything for these shia, these horrible, dirty shia. I mean, the way one Muslim can talk about another Muslim as if they are less than dirt. I mean, it seems to me like a lot of these Muslims hate Shia more than they hate Jews, more than they hate Israelis, more than they hate Christians that hate them. It's just so ironic that Shia and Sunni are so close. They're closer than Shia and Jew, or Shia and Christian, or Sunni and Jew and Sunni and Christian. I mean, you're right there. Shia and Sunni are so close. They're both Muslims. No, they're not Muslims. They deserve to die. You'll deny them their rights and deny their revolution, deny their freedoms because you don't like the way they pray. What a sad commentary. So, that's a great place to work on peace. If you're a Sunni and you hate Shia, if you're a Shia and you hate Sunni, remember, they were born that way. They were raised by parents of that faith. How could you hate somebody for the way they were raised? We've trashed Afghanistan, as did the Russians. We've trashed Iraq. And now, where is there to go? Now we're all thinking about Iran. And we want to go after Iran. I'm going to give you a little story. A guy's in a bar, and he's there with his girlfriend. And a little guy walks up to him and says, hey, your girlfriend's a tramp. He says, put him up, buddy. I'm going to clean your clock. You don't talk that way to my woman. Anybody talks about my woman that way, they're going to get a punch in the nose. And a big guy comes in. He says, yeah, your woman is a tramp. He says, hey, I don't have to take this abuse. I'm getting out of here. When it's a little guy, you're ready to defend her honor. And when it's a big guy, you want to leave. All of a sudden, your morality changes. Then a guy in a wheelchair pulls up and says, yeah, your wife's a tramp. You going to beat me up? I can't beat up a guy in a wheelchair. I look like a jerk. So we're very picky about our morality. And we're very sort of, situational morality. We're ready to fight when we think it's a fight we can win, and we won't look like a jerk doing it. All of a sudden, all the world's problems are somehow revolving back to Iran. Iran's back in the hot seat. We're all watching Iran. And we're going to start getting tough on Iran. And we're going to start looking for excuses to go to war with Iran. Which is nuts. Because the reality is that Iran is backed by Russia and China. We always say follow the money. I think George W. Bush was saying, hey, we want to go after terror. Follow the money and freeze the money and stop the money. So if Iran... the money trail from Iran goes up to China, and we want to freeze Iranian assets and really make things tough on them, we should really go after that big guy in the bar. Go after China. Freeze their assets. Oh, wait a minute. If we get into Chinese assets, because, you know, they're really the ultimate terror sponsor here. They're backing Iran. So if we want to freeze China's assets, let's take a look at their accounts receivable. Wait a minute. Chinese accounts receivable, who have they loaned billions of dollars to? Oh, America. So if we're going to freeze Iran's accounts, we actually have to freeze America. We have to freeze our own accounts. Because China, who is actually the root source of this issue, has loaned us billions of dollars. So if we follow the money and we freeze the accounts, we'll be freezing the accounts of our own government, our own people, because we have borrowed so much money from China. So if we follow the money, we follow it right back to our own house. And we can't do that. So we're going to have to try to do something else. I don't know. We've opened up a can of worms, and we have to keep readjusting our morality, our floating, fluid morality for all of these situations. Because if China was Afghanistan or Pakistan, we would get so tough with them, we'd be freezing their bank accounts. But we can't do it to China because we don't want to fight China. And China is our banker and has loaned us billions of dollars. So what do? Put pressure on China. You know, we could boycott all of their products. But if we boycotted all of their products, we'd be walking around naked, and we wouldn't have anything made of plastic. Anyway, let me know what you think.